much, you can control your own player. You got to play with your team to work with them. So I like that mode the best, although I also play like other modes too, like 3-on-3. But with that, I play Pro-Am myself competitively. I was in the 2K League draft this season. Didn't get picked up, but it was a great experience overall.
I love that. And talk about your advocacy for women in gaming and what that means to you.
I'm very happy to be representing women in gaming. I myself want to pave the way for people after me. So even if I have to do kind of the dirty work to get in there, I want to definitely do that because it's important. I want gaming to be genderless, it to be for everybody because anybody can pick up a controller, and play. Especially if you play ball before like I have. So the basketball IQ pretty much goes hand in hand. I go on here, I got the print field vision, I play point guard and shooting guard. So I always can read the defense and
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Green is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Poole in at the point guard position. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot and Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something. That few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Suns was outstanding. He scored 36 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Another solid game from him. He's playing well, and so is his team. How long can they keep this up? Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Wiggins. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Mr. Clutch.
Oh, man.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
And in dropping that when he stops a 13-0 run by the Lakers.
Here's Mr. Clutch. LeBron. Kicks to Green. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. Thompson outside. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Weissman. No good that time. Great D that time from James. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Thompson. No good from Mr. Clutch.
The right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Counted, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Klay Thompson.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA, and we might be talking the all-time list here.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Lakers right now, the two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Mr. Clutch, and it's Green in at the small forward. Here's Thompson. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his fifth make on 9 shots from the floor. Lakers leading by 12. Here's Mr. Clutch. Puts it up. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mr. Clutch has got 22. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter. I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Here's Mr. Clutch. No good. The Warriors go the other way. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. You know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Lakers shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw good for Mr. Clutch. Howard's checked in for the Lakers.
Number 51.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Thompson outside. Passes to Wiggins. Curry against Westbrook. Takes a 3. Curry can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 11. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
PA, he is a lead in every way. As our thank you. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Even from over here, you can see that was pretty clear.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit to take care of the guys. Only they enjoy the collegiate experience.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Warriors trail by 13. On the wing, Porter. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender post.
Coming down to the floor for the
Shot
Lakers.
the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
At the line for
Yeah,
the
over the
Warriors.
course of the season,
Stephen
they're a respectable
Curry.
78%. That comes
One
in
shot.
handy in close games.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Lakers ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Sharing the wing spots, it's Thompson and Wiggins. Wiseman's out there with Kuminga, and it's Curry in at the 1. That's the Warriors' foul. Poke loose. He dishes it to Wiggins. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here, and Kuminga throws it down.
Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Back to Westbrook. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Mr. Clutch. Wiggins with the rebound. Warriors trail by 5. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now the pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Mr. Clutch has got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Curry passes it to Thompson. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Curry. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson from long range. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it takes that one up and powers it through.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Thompson. The kick out to Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's Mr. Clutch. Right side Davis. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Assistant, number 51.
And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is because that was a difficult bucket there.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 10. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Mr. Clutch.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And with their spot in the postseason assured,